And so here at number 10, we're going to have a little bit of a recurring theme throughout this video, but we have the Kingdom Optimus Primal. I think mine is the only one done like this because I have not seen anyone else do it like this, where it's actually got the darker blue for like the pecs and stuff. This is how I think the Netflix one should have been released. I think it looks really, really sharp. And this was done with like, it was really weird because I ran out of like normal tester's paint, so I actually had to mix like water paints together, and somehow it may be the strongest thing or strongest paint I've ever used. So that's number 10. Megatron for number 9 because I just added a lot of gold accents to both of them. I think the Megatron looks extremely sharp in those. But yeah, that's pretty much why he's at number 9. It's just because he looks really good. I think the gold really helps him stand out amongst all the other ones. Nitro Zeus is another pretty good one, but I don't think I like it as much as the Megatron. And that mold, I know everyone like praises the mold. I'm gonna have to do a review on it someday because I really don't like that mold very much. Number 8 we have Optimus. I think he looks even better because like smaller details, and I think it really pops. I think it really does look awesome. So that's number 9 and number 8. So now let's move on to number 7. Alright, so here at number 7 we're going to put Scorponok because while I don't really like the mold, it's just the work that I did to it I really do like. So yeah, that's number 7. So then here at number 6, we're going to put another Beast Wars figure, Dinobot. I really think the gold accents really do help him pop. And it looks really, really good now. I mean, it didn't look bad when it came out of packaging, but I thought it looked a little bit bland in the legs especially. Now, let's get on to number 5. Here at number 5, we're going to put the Transmetal Dinobot. And I just had some leg extenders for this thing, but if they make a new one, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. But for right now, it's really good. So yeah, that's number 5. So I know that we're almost to the end, but I kind of need to state the rules, I suppose, and why I picked these in the order I did. It's based on, I'm really considering like a few main things. The level of creativity I think went into it, like how much fun I had making it, and just the end result, how good it looks, and how much I like it more now. Because like there's a few molds in here that I really didn't like at first, but it really helped elevate them for me, like the Scorponok. So, at number 4, we have our custom depth charge, and a lot of work went into this thing. This is my first ever fully repainted figure. Now, you might be like, well, that doesn't look that different from the, original one. So, I'm going to put a picture up right here, and this is what it used to look like. It was the Universe version that I customized into this. I didn't paint like some parts, like these little side parts right here, and these back ones right here, but overall I had a lot of work went into this one. I think it took me 2 weeks to do, but it's just because it was a very long and arduous project to finally finish. I actually unscrewed everything, which was a first for me, and I think it turned out really good. So that's number 4. And here at number 3, I know not as much work went into it as a lot of the others, but just extending the legs a little bit, I think it worked seamlessly. Repainting it to be more cartoon accurate with this gray instead of the black. And the visor, I think it really just brings it together perfectly. And it's I love this Grimlock, man. It's so perfect. It's so good. Grimlock is glorious. So, with that said, now on to number 2. And here at number 2, we have my first ever fully re-spray painted figure. This came from the Bumblebee movie Starscream, and I turned it into the Thundercracker, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. I'm really proud of this one, because with this one again, I unscrewed it a little bit, but I had a lot better of a time making this than I did depth charge. But I had so much more fun on this one, and I think it turned out a lot better too, because the paint likes to chip on that depth charge, but then again, it's just tester's paint. But this thing, I really do think it turned out awesome. Now, it is my first spray paint project, but it probably won't be the last. So, look forward to that. And to be fair, I think number one was a foregone conclusion. It's probably my favorite custom. Well, yeah, it is my favorite because this is at number one. It's really, really good, I think. I know it's not like perfect. It's not as, I don't know, it doesn't look as screen accurate as the golden disc one, but the size I think is perfect. I think I did a really good job making all of his parts actually like work for this, because you know it's taking a fire ant and turning it into a pterodactyl. Now the reason it was Inferno's mold is because I bought a big lot and it had like a bunch of Beast Wars parts and stuff in it. I actually made like $170 off of it. All three of the Armada Seekers were in there. The Armada Skywarp, Starscream, and Thundercracker, complete with their mini-cons. It was pretty awesome. But I found these parts, so I figured, well, I've been wanting to make a Red Dinosaur for quite a while, so might as well do it. And I really don't think the bird or pterodactyl mode looks that bad. It's just a little bit difficult to get it into this mode because you got to fold the legs around the arms in a really specific way. But I'll show you the robot mode real quick. And just look at it. I think it looks absolutely awesome. I might go back and repaint some of the silver, like the red parts, just to make it more accurate in robot mode, because this is primarily how I'm going to display it. But let me just point out some of the parts to you, because it's pretty crazy. Alright, so right here we have like one of those little stud round Lego piece connecting it to a ball joint. We have some more Lego pieces up in the thigh glued in. This is actually Inferno's lower arm, I think, or yeah, I think it's his lower arm, and then his hand would be on the end of this. We have Transformers Prime Grimwing, I think his name was. I got it when I was like 7. His hands on here, I think they worked really good for this mold. We have Age of Extinction Strafe's wings as the exterior wings. We have the Last Night, what's his name? The Night one, his interior wings. Then we have the main head right here. This is the Transmetals one, because I had the mold, like part of it, but it was broke. I actually got it at my very first BotCon. The only BotCon I've been to is, or maybe it wasn't BotCon, it was like TFCon or something, but it was in Washington D.C. It was a really cool trip. Then we have some, I think there's another one of those Lego stud pieces under there, under all that super glue. This is Inferno's upper arm joint, used as the neck of the bird. We have, what else do we have on them? We have Transmetal's Rhinox's head right here, and then we have like a little fin attached to it. We actually have Rhinox's arm on the inside of this. I don't know if you can see it. Used as a connector point for the head. It was a pretty cool moment. Right here, I don't remember which ball joints these go to, but this is another rounded Lego piece right here on both arms. It's the longer, I don't know what to call it, like cylinder pieces, yeah. So a lot of pieces went into, oh yeah, and then this is, oddly enough, this is actually Waspinator's original gun, just painted up in black. So yeah, it's a lot of different figures going into one for this, and I think it actually turned out decent. So yeah, that's why he's my number one. He's my favorite custom I've ever done, so far at least. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you think. I'll see you next time.